Hello and welcome back to my playing of Ultra Kill. In this episode, I'm not actually going to be going to the next level or floor or whatever. I'm going to be going back to, what is this, 2-3 I think? And then, yeah. And then I'm going to be finding the secret level that I hear is available here. I've also changed my control scheme a bit, so I'm gonna have to get used to that. I've mapped the different things you can use, like the guns, to different keys. So that's gonna be taking some getting used to. And then, let's see, I know there's the one... Hold up, so that's this key. I know there's the one, and what is it? I think it's up here, actually. There's the one pump thing around here, yeah. So if I get rid of all three, presumably the water will turn off and I'll be able to access a new level. So, I guess I have to be observant, huh? That's not something I'm terribly good at, but I'll do my best. Okay, let's just, Okay. Hold up, it might be easier to nail them with something first and then throw... Yeah, shoot the nails at them from there. And hold up, so who's this goober chasing me? Hello? There he is. Oh. Oh, I can get him, I can get him. See? Told you I could get him. What's the key here? This one. Yeah, that really takes him out. Oh my god. And I've already collected this. Does picking up again do anything? Nope, not at all. Oh. What is that? Is that the secret level, or...? Okay, I'm just gonna shoot him with... Just anything. It doesn't matter what. Then... Oh. Okay, so is that everything? Sounds like it, yeah. So I do need to be finding these pumps around. Here's one. So there's only one left that I need to find. And then presumably it's this way that I go. Cause I'm not seeing any other way in there. Okay. Then cannot go that way. Hold up, oh yeah, so the reason you go this way in the level is to get over here to the skull. So, I don't recall going this way, originally, so maybe this is where the, third pump is? Not entirely sure. For now, I am going to keep going. And take out this dude. There's a guy here, right? This button. Okay, so maybe it's somewhere in here. What do I want? This one. Then, I've got 4 weapons. I've got this, the shotgun, the nail gun, and then I've also got the big one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get used to juggling between all 4 instead of just, because normally I would just juggle the shotgun and the pistol. Then take these guys out with one of these, or just completely miss is another option. Okay, and then where did that coin go? How do I switch this? That's how I switch arms. Okay. So I think it's possible that there might be another one in this room. So I'm gonna take a quick look around everything. So this is the way I came in. Yeah. Then what is that? Oh, here it is. Okay, perfect. The water has been drained. Cool. Maybe I should have tried for the no touching the water challenge. Then let's swap this out. I don't remember if something spawns in here. Or wait, no, this is when the guy spawns. Okay. Yeah, because I was looking at him for him before, but he didn't appear. Okay, hold up. I need to not get murdered. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of neglecting my healing there. Where is he? Hey, hello. I feel like I lost him. Oh, hey. That dealt way more damage than it needed to. I'm not switching my weapons well. Okay, and then I need to remember that swapping out the different shotgun versions lets you, like, switch between, or, like, shoot faster. Okay. Oh, I need to get... Okay. Well, I was just outside of a radius, I think. Then... Yeah, I can just go to... Or, wait, no. Since I'm... Yeah, I can try and get in here. Since I've gotten the... stuff. Oh, we're just still falling? Heavy steps, ragged breathing. There isn't much time left. It might already be too late. The labyrinth pathways of arbitrary sharp turns seem stranger and stranger as Is this going to be a horror thing? As panic blotted out the once deeply ingrained memories that usually guided me. Every corner felt a stranger, every straight line too long. The bell tolls for me. I bit down harder on the last of my rations. Nope, this isn't me. Or maybe it still will be scary, but held only by the skin of my teeth. You don't have skin on your teeth. It held on as I kept It barely hung on as I kept I can say frantically. It barely hung on as It barely held on. It barely hung on as I kept frantically looking around, hoping for the few scraps of burning... I want to get this in one take. It barely hung on as I kept frantically looking around, hoping for the few scraps of burning memory of mine to find a familiar sight that would lead me to salvation. The gate must be closing by now, the last few barely making it. The rest of us never stood a chance. Suddenly, from a blind spot, a figure struck me. There was no time to react before I came crashing down into the cold, hard ground. I struggled to regain my senses, to at least see what fate would befall me before my final moments. But even in this abyss of endless terror, my mind could never have imagined the horror I witnessed. Oh my god! That is not what I was expecting. Oof. Ow. Ouch. Ouch. That stings. Oh wait, hold up. Are you okay? Well, I just got knocked over by some blind by choice who gave my skirt a decorative dirt coating. So all in all, fantastic, though I would prefer not to be on the ground right now. Sorry, my fault. Sorry, I know how these dating sims work. Alright. Sorry about being rude like that. I'm just really frustrated that I'm not only late for school, but also managed to get lost on the way there. Though, by the looks of it, you're pretty much on the same boat. And by a stroke of once-in-a-lifetime luck, you just happened to bump into the prettiest girl in town. Is this what passes for... Is this what passes for a secret level these days? Oh, her name is now the prettiest girl in town. So how about you lead the way and get both of us out of this jam? Actually, I'm lost too. Ugh, just my luck. Though, in retrospect, I guess you wouldn't be here with me right now if you weren't just lost as well. Oh well, no point in crying over spilled blood. We might as well just wait for another student to come by and follow them instead. Hold on, wouldn't they also be lost? Anyway, I'm Mirage. Don't bother telling me your name, though. I don't really care. Yeah, we should look for a way to school. Wandering around like headless chickens would only get us even more lost. It's a town. Just ask someone for directions. Since we were both heading to school and ended up meeting right here, that means there's a very high likelihood to spot us somewhere along the way. Therefore, we'll be better off just staying put, waiting for someone who does know the way. It's basic logic. You should look it up sometime. Already late. What's the correct option here? This one makes sense. Ha! Can't give up if I never tried in the first place, and I don't make a habit out of trying. Why not? Because nothing matters. There's no point in trying if the end result will be the same anyway. Try as you might, you'll eventually just become forgotten dust in the wind like the rest of us. I mean, really, take a moment to think about it. Music is kind of not feeling so good. The human mind in its complete vastness is incapable of recognizing its utter helplessness and uselessness in the face of inevitable and unavoidable non-existence. It is incapable of coming to terms with it. Some people come to terms with it. We can only ever ignore it or hide for it or temporarily escape from it. But the fact is that we are bound to the way of all things. Some people really do come to terms with it, though. Death is unavoidable, not only to us, but to all that exists or ever has existed. Every living being will eventually die out. Every speck of matter will eventually wither away and dissipate into entropy. Doesn't matter if you lived a good life or if you left a legacy behind. Doesn't matter if humanity serves for 1,000 years or dies out tomorrow. The end result is the same, the absolute nothing. Is this canon? Human intelligence is far beyond that of other animals, but it would be misguided to consider that a gift. All of our beings have the gift of ignorance, of not understanding what we do. Our intelligence is not a gift, it's a flaw. An overextension of evolution. Intelligence, once a great feature in aeons past, continued to grow unchecked and unfiltered, and has since passed a threshold whereupon it is no longer a benefit, but an active danger to its host. Much like the Irish elk, a species of deer that, though through uncountable generations of evolutions, grew antlers so wide and vast they could no longer run from predators, eventually leading to extinction. The human mind is an evolutionary maladaptation caused by going too far in a direction that was once beneficial and will, sooner or later, lead to our extinction. You're not a human, just wanted to point that out. On an individual level, it's already happening. Existential dread is already taking hold. I'm sure you felt it too. The pain and fear of becoming nothing. Of being nothing, becoming nothing. The suffering of understanding that. We are unable to come to terms with it, so we hide from our own intelligence. We set limits. We stop ourselves from thinking too deeply about what will happen when we die. We create distractions. We keep our minds busy with mundane activities and entertainment to stop ourselves from having to come face to face with the truth. We subliminate it. We transform our self-reflective suffering into another form, art, to keep it from consuming us, anything to avoid the panic. But these ways are all simply temporary. They're just there to push back the inevitable veil of helplessness and despair that would encompass and ruin us. In the end, nothing matters. There's no point in trying to find joy in life, for life in and of itself is suffering. So what is she gonna go back to insulting me soon? You're wrong. Huh? Criticize those who consider our vast intelligence a gift, and yet also misguide yourself to believe our meaninglessness is a curse. That's kind of true, though. Everything being meaningless kind of means that all of your mistakes eventually will fizzle out and not matter. Nothing we do matters in the end, and that is precisely why we are not shackled by the burden of expectations, or the fear of eternal judgment, or the failure to meet up to an arbitrary definition of what makes our limited time not wasted. Time cannot be wasted, for there is no greater purpose to life than simply living it. But still, in that case, the meaninglessness of our actions draws to the same conclusion. There's no reason to act, for any action is simply a temporary fluctuation of that will. Nevertheless, I think I misread that, but I got the idea. Quite the contrary. Because we have no greater purpose, we are free to set our own. Create self-defined goals for which to strive. For some, it may be nothing. For some, it may be pleasure. For some, it may be creation. For some, it may be improving the lives of others. I'm running out of breath. I haven't stopped reading. It is because we have no greater purpose that time spent on goals set by oneself cannot be time wasted. In the end, nothing matters, and therefore you have no reason not to do whatever you want, rather than whatever illusion of greater purpose is forced on you by others or even your own misguided thoughts. I do understand what you mean. However, that doesn't ease the fear of the end, my fear of the end. Even if I were to try to find purpose, I would still be paralyzed by the thought of becoming nothing. It is a thought worth fearing. However, abandoning purpose, hope, choice, goals, pleasures, and will cannot make that thought disappear. The fear, however, can subside. Giving up is not accepting the end, it is simply accepting the fear of it. It is embracing despair rather than facing... Are we still heading to school after this? I see. I've thought as much as I'd like to embrace it, Though as much as I'd like to embrace it, I am nevertheless struck with that paralyzing existential panic. I understand it logically, and I know that there is no reason to live in apathy, but my emotional side refuses to listen. The fear persists, and I cannot motivate myself to seek purpose, despite knowing I must. Is this a cry for help? This is true. The emotion... So dumb. This is true. The emotional is not controlled by the logical. However, they are interlinked. Just as the deepest, darkest pits of despair can overthrow reason and the logical, warping them to fit into that haze of depression, so too can reason influence and empower emotion, regardless of how impenetrable its defenses may seem. By continually forcing to subvert those creeping negative thoughts with positive logical ones, the emotional mind will eventually, slowly, gradually start to shape to fit the logical. It is not an easy job. It is not a quick job. It will sometimes feel like an impossible job. However, it can be done. With an immense amount of time, effort, and energy, it will improve. You can change. You can heal. And during the hardest times, when all seems lost and you want to give up, never forget. We will always love you. What? Oh, there's a missing cat poster in the background. Well, I'll be damned. Guess you got a good head on your shoulders after all? Hell, I'm impressed. Man. Like you've just shed the weight of the world off my back, or rather you've done that for me. Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. You've given me so what was that about running for like gates or something at the start of this? You've given me a lot to think about, and while I'm sure I have a long and hard road ahead of me, I'm optimistic. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, I'm optimistic. Say, we're already way too late for school, and it's become clear by now that no one's going to come lead us there. So how about you and I ditch that passion-draining fraternity and go grab something to eat, eh? Sure. You're paying, though. Oh, you sneaky bastard. But alright. I do owe you one anyway, so what better time to cash out your I did a nice thing to a girl out of my league coupon than now, eh? Oh, well, that was a level. Oh my god. That was the level? Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Quit mission. That was a secret mission? I was not expecting that. In the slightest. Now I kinda wanna do the other secret mission. Huh. That was something. Well, it's been 20 minutes. I think whatever that was is going to cap off the end of this episode. If you liked it, you can maybe come back for the next one. I think there'll be less existential dread in the next one, but a bit more gluttony. Or maybe there'll be a bit more secret mission. Who knows? Either way, yeah, see you then.